Hello and welcome to Knoxville, where Tennessee just took down a ranked and previously undefeated Ole Miss team 90-64. I'm Ryan Sylvia with VolReport.com on the Rivals Network, and let's jump right into how it happened and kind of just the overall takeaways from a very successful night here in the Food City Center for the Vols. First thing I think you have to talk about is the rebounding differential. 47-24 in the favor of Tennessee, and that comes with an Ole Miss team that had a size advantage, something that Tennessee doesn't usually have to go up against with a 7-footer in Jonas Aidoo. You have a 7'5" and a 7-foot center on Ole Miss. Played them at the same time a few times, didn't matter. Tennessee still comes out on top in that regard, and that happens on both ends of the floor. You leave with 19 offensive rebounds, good for 22 second chance points. That was one of the biggest differences in the game. Leading the way in rebounds, Jonas Aidoo, 5 on both ends of the floor. He has 10 overall to kind of complete a double-double for him. 24 points to go along with leading the team in scoring in his 31 minutes of play for a plus-minus of plus 18. Really good night from Jonas Aidoo. He has a double-double. Also with the double-double, your guard, Zakai Ziegler, shoots 6 for 13 from the field, 4 for 11 on three-pointers. He brings in 5 rebounds, but 17 points and 10 assists is where he's going to reach his double-double mark. So a really good performance from Jonas Aidoo at the forward spot. Your point guard, Zakai Ziegler, also a really productive night. You got to feel good about the combo that they've turned into. The nice pick and roll kind of exchange that they've had has been really successful. And Jemai Mashak in the postgame talked a little bit about that as well. In practice, it's been tough to guard it. You don't know who to pick up as the on-ball defender. Do you step up, try to help on Zakai? Well, then you leave Jonas open. Due to the opposite, then Zakai is open. So it's been tough for opposing teams to kind of deal with that, and that showed tonight against Ole Miss. One of the faces that didn't necessarily show up and maybe hasn't to the level that they have in out-of-conference play to get the year started was Dalton Connect. He's been the team's leading scorer, but for him tonight, it's another quiet game, just 8 points. He shoots 3 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 on three-pointers. So it wasn't an efficient night. He just wasn't really getting to his spots, getting his shot off. Played just 19 minutes at that kind of 3 spot. They went with Jemai Mashak for most of the game, who played 23 minutes and had a really nice game, 10 points, a plus-minus of 27. But when Dalton Connect was on the floor, this game was much closer. Just a plus-minus of +1 in almost 20 minutes of play for Dalton Connect. So they're going to need Connect to kind of pick things up. It didn't matter tonight. You got the offensive push you had from other guys. When you look at the final sheet and you have 4 other guys, including Vescovi with Mashak, Aidoo, and Ziegler pushing 10 plus points, you don't need Dalton Connect to explode like he has in some other games, but they are going to have to look for that going through SEC play, trying to get him back on track, get him heated back up, because this team is obviously a much better team when he is shooting the ball well. But to start the game, no one was shooting well for Tennessee. If you look at the three-point shooting, they start this game 1 for 11 from deep. It was rough. This game was close-ish. Tennessee had a lead for the majority of this game, but Ole Miss was hanging in there for a little bit there. And then Tennessee caught fire from 3. They make 6 straight, spanning from 4 straight to end the first half, 2 straight to start the second half. And that's when this game started to snowball a little bit. You finished the night 11 for 30 on three-pointers. So if you look at the final result, it was fine. Maybe still not exactly where you'd expect it to be, but it was at a good enough level to obviously win this game. But it was just interesting how slowly that started, how poor this team shot to start the game compared to the end, compared to that middle stretch where they were just lights out shooting. The three-point effort led by Zakai Ziegler, 4 for 11, but Jemai Mashak as well, knocking down 2 of his 3 attempts. Santiago Vescovi, 3 for 8 from deep. Jordan Gainey only played 12 minutes tonight, but he stepped up, made 1 of 2 three-pointers as well, and then Connect knocking down the final one. So something to look out for. Can they kind of avoid that slow start shooting? Because when you get to the middle of SEC play, when you don't have all these breaks, because they're still coming off this Christmas break, can you make sure that you get off to those good starts? Because you might not always have that little bit of a cushion to fall back on that Tennessee used to his advantage tonight. But I'll do it all from here in the Food City Center. Make sure you head over to VolReport.com for all of our written content on the game. Football season is never truly over as we transition into the 2024 campaign, so make sure you head over there to get content on that as well. And baseball season is getting started in just over a month, so head to VolReport.com for everything you need Tennessee athletics, and thank you for watching.